Hello, hello. What is good, everyone? We have a brand new, well, not brand new, but I finally set up a second PC to try to stream, and so we got voice meter set up. I think I got everything working. I'm really hoping that you can hear me and you can also hear game sound. It looks like you can from what I can see so far. But yeah, I've basically been thinking a lot about just trying to stream more in general, and I just, with all the other stuff I got going on and the other channel I made for Supervibe, I've really been struggling to find the time to make videos, especially the videos I like to make are these build guides that are usually, many hours of gameplay to even make like a single video, and then it takes me forever to actually make it. So rather than do all that, I'm thinking I'm just gonna probably try to start live streaming some much bigger chunk of my gameplay, both on YouTube and eventually Twitch. So within the next week or so, now that I have the second PC set up, I'm gonna really try to get a webcam as well as a multi-stream thing set up, so it's also live on Twitch at the same time. But yeah, basically I'm going to be streaming a lot of PoE2 on this channel, and then going to be streaming some Supervive probably later at night sometime on Twitch as well. But yeah, I hope that's actually useful to some people. But in this, we only got like a couple hours here in this little sesh, but what I want to do here is basically just show you the build, the main build I've been playing on Amazon Huntress for the last few weeks. And this is basically, I kind of fell off, and then when they did the loot changes, I decided to come back and give it another go, because I literally have gotten like finally yesterday, 3 Greater Jeweler's Orbs the entire season, so I can finally actually start slotting up some skills here. But anyways, this is a row. This build is completely built around the Rhoa. So I basically have been trying to take all the javelin abilities and make them as powerful as possible, and then like synergize them together so that we're basically hucking every form of our javelin off the back of our Rhoa, and all that is being used to delete stuff. But it's been super fun so far, and it feels really different on the back of the Rhoa. And the Rhoa gameplay, if you're not familiar with Rhoa Nation yet, it's like really fun. So this is the setup we're working with right now. And I'll just start by showing you. So this is solo self-found, so like I don't have anything crazy crafted. Probably my best piece, even though it's not even that great, is this spear. It's only level 65, so it could get a lot better, but this accuracy roll, 412 accuracy, goes crazy with this penetrate ascendancy passive. And we're also building like crazy amount of crit chance through the one before that. But basically, I just wanted to show you my gear up front real quick here. I just did this helm upgrade yesterday. But it's nothing crazy, and we only have, 1800 life, almost 1500 energy shield. And this is the only unique I'm running, but you don't even need this. I think it synergizes as well with the build, but you certainly don't need it. You just need a spirit roll on your necklace, and we have it allocated with sharp sight right now, but definitely not necessary, just because that was easy to get. But yeah, spirit on necklace chest, building out resist where we can get it. Running poison, chaos, freeze for our charms. Health pot. Here's my stats over here. I think our weakest part of this is our chaos resist. This armor is inconsequential. It's just coming from the shield and the belt, but we don't need it. So there's that stuff, and then for our skills, that's a lot of useless stuff. What we're really focused on, starting here with Lightning Spear. So Lightning Spear, we got it slotted with Spectre Volley, Bullseye, so because our accuracy has given us crazy crit, and it's about to go even higher once we put Pinpoint in here with these Jeweler's Orbs. And then Volt third, and then Glacial Lance, we're rocking Martial Tempo, Primal Armament, Ice Bite, and Frost Nexus. This is giving us good freeze ground for our lances. Our lances are basically utilities, so we're splitting them into 3. They're going to be Font of Mana and Font of Rage, eventually Font of Health, but they're giving us blind, they're slowing, and they're giving us like a bunch of free rage, health, and mana regen, and so they're kind of like our utility throw. And then our 4th spear throw is the base spear throw, and this is probably our best one, especially right now because it's 5-socketed, but this is like our single target killer. So we basically like these 3 we're using to cleave through mobs. This is basically like our boss killer. And so one thing I've found with this build is like bosses are pretty easy because we're basically just hold down this button while we run around on a row and dodge everything and they die. But yeah, that's kind of, those are like the core 4 thrown abilities right there. And then we're supporting that with Barrage. We're barraging our Lightning Spear with Spectral Volley. And then our Spirits back down here, we're rocking Herald of Thunder, Herald of Ice. Herald of Thunder with Lightning Infusion, Maim, and Innervate. Herald of Ice with Cold Infusion, Magnified Effect, and Elemental Focus. Our Roa, you don't necessarily need anything in here, but we just got Elemental Army, Minion Mastery, and Meat Shield just to beef him up a bit. We're not going to have to get off of him barely at all. And it's only time it's ever going to happen in combat is by mistake. I did have Last Gasp in here, which makes him live longer, and it's kind of bugged because if you get on him after he's died and he's still around, it'll kick you off after the 4 seconds. So I just ended up taking that out. And then we're running Combat Frenzy to get our Frenzy charges off of Freezing with our Ice Lance. That's got Perfusion and Precision for more accuracy to scale our crit with this. And then Ghost Dance with Clarity. And that's pretty much it. I have this stuff in Raise Shield. These are just not doing anything because I'm never parrying. And then I also have, just in case, I have Spear slot, or have Spear Stab slotted as well. Rage, Overpower, Discombobulate, Culling Strike, Behead. The only time I ever use this is if I got knocked off, so not very often. Okay, so that's basically the setup here. And then if we look at the skill tree, I'm mainly going... I've been putting off getting my 8th Ascendancy because it's my least favorite part of the game, but I should probably do it pretty soon here. But I would probably go here for my 8th. But these 6 are so strong, you honestly don't even need this. And this will help you against bosses and stuff, but we're already kind of destroying bosses. And so honestly, for the last 2, you could kind of take your book. The sad thing is this Lightning Infusion does not feel nearly as good as it should, especially with a build like this, because Ice Lance goes through. And the fact that it goes through means these don't proc till the end of their path. So I'm kind of sad about Elemental Fusion not being that good. But yeah, I basically built this way all the way down, and I was running Dance with Death until we got to endgame, and then we're rocking a shield for the block. But then come up and got the Herald stuff, and then actually made my way... or wait, no, I went and got this big dex here first. Over this attack speed, and then I made my way up into all this juicy monk stuff, all this extra survivability for us up here. And then now I've reworked a few things to get into this crit, because our crit is getting so high. And I can finally do what I've been wanting to do for a long time now. And fucking 5-slot my Lightning Spear. Let's go. I finally got my 3rd Greater's Jeweler's Orb after all this time, and I have 1 perfect. So I have 3 of these for the season. I have 1 of these for a season. We're about to do it to Lightning Spear. Because I've been running this baby 3-socketed for way too long. The only thing we've had 4-socketed besides our base Spear Throw is Glacial Lance. Okay, so we're going to go... Pinpoint. And what I want to show you here, because of what we're doing with our accuracy, look, with... Our main hand critical strike chance base is 9.3. Our accuracy stack is giving us another 43% at max range, 27% close. So our crit chance really is 36% close up and like 52% at a range. Look at what pinpoint critical does to this. And we have big bonus, 231%, right? Watch this. 44 to 70% crit chance now from our accuracy, because this 60% is boosting the accuracy we're getting from our ascendancy node here, the crit we're getting from accuracy, and we're building a lot of accuracy. We just got, so our damage, our bonus went down, right, to 162. But look, our base crit chance is 15%, and close up, it's actually 15 plus 40. We're at 60% crit chance close up. We're at 85% crit chance far away with Lightning Spear now. Now that we finally have it 4-socketed here. So Spectral Volley, Bullseye, Volt, and Pinpoint. And now, YOLO. This is the first perfect I've ever used in this game. Let's go. It's lightning sphere, baby. And then momentum. So this is basically going to make it so the back half of the volley after we're gonna barrage it. It's gonna throw 3. When you hit stuff, that's actually gonna be 5. We're gonna be moving, and so after moving 2 meters, which we'll definitely be doing, the back half of the volley, which is by the way boosted by the 60% from Spectral, right, or 20%, is gonna get this extra 40. So basically, the initial is not gonna do anything to the initial, but the back half is gonna be 40% boosted. And that's good because the initial is 60% lowered anyways, right? But either way, either of them are going to have potentially this 85% crit chance. So anyways, that's my spiel on why I think this is good. So we'll just dive into some mappage here. And I'm just working to finish my Atlas right now. I'm at 26 out of 40. So I've just been like finding my way to the... these guys. Yeah, so in this stream, I guess we'll just make our way over here. Seems fun. I wish I had more. I've been fairly shorted on exalts, otherwise I'd probably be running some more juice maps here. Probably go this way.
Straight through the air. Let's see if you can stand the heat. You're mine.
Did not do that on purpose. Yeah, in general, you don't want to get off your row. I've been playing my ritualist, so I'm used to dodging. But in general, you want to just stay on your row always. There's certain situations where you want to dodge off, but it's pretty few and far between. But with the amount of we're able to get our threshold pretty high, our stun threshold, to where we can, like, a lot of times I'll go an entire map without having to reset it. But it kind of just depends on the situation, how much damage you're taking. So in general, we want to barrage, throw one lightning sphere. If you hit stuff with that barrage lightning sphere, it'll turn into 5. Watch, so I press R. You hit stuff. Now I have 5 loaded in the Spectral Volley. Now we can just do other stuff, and that's just going to shoot again for like guaranteed kills on the other side after 3 seconds. So we throw one and just hold the Glacial Lance. And then the rest of the lightning spheres go over. And then we're basically throwing our Whirlwind Lances for utility, so you kind of want to like use them to split where you and mobs are, and that's going to, anytime you're on the edge of one of these circles, it's going to be giving you Rage Gen, which is going to be boosting your attack damage as well as your attack speed, and it's also going to be giving you mana, and eventually when we get another socket, it's also going to be giving us health, because we're going to have all 3 fonts in there. So you basically have these Whirlwind utility fonts that we're splitting the battlefield with. But yeah, now with this 5-slotted lightning spear, like, it's just gonna start critting so hard. So like bottom left on that, you see on that like half stun threshold from what I've taken so far. So somewhere I would look to just like quickly reset. I just dodge off, tell him to go here and get right back on. But you basically want to track, just like when you're playing like a big shield build, you want to just track your heavy stun threshold in the bottom left and make sure it's never getting too high, and if it is, you want to find a quick window to dodge off your Rhoa. I would say probably the hardest part about this build is anything where you can get swarmed. So like, probably rituals are like the hardest like extra content. I kind of struggle with rituals because of the way you can't like kite away very well, and a lot of times, depending on the terrain of the map, they kind of like trap you in. So that's probably like biggest weakness of this build is like getting pinned in tight quarters, but it's pretty much only rituals, I'm not gonna lie. There's not that many other situations where you can't kind of run back. Like boss fights aren't even nearly as bad as the rituals for whatever reason. Sorry, I was checking something. Yeah, see, I was kind of getting like, if you're not kind of ahead of stuff, it's easy to get pinned in. Like, there's a situation where you want to dodge. I was getting kind of pinned. You just dodge off. Your Rhoa will probably die, but he'll be back pretty quick here. When he comes back, just hop on.
Oh, come in handy.
This guy. Oh, there's a boss. Oh, what? I ran at that boss arena and they didn't come. Look, they're in the water. Here, I'm gonna... I saw a barrier around here that I missed.
Speak. Time is of the essence. Of course.
Oh, I was like, why is there a freaking rune in here? It's not bad. It's a big max life roll. Earthbound? Whoa. I don't think I've seen this thing. It's like a spark staff. Trigger spark on killing a shocked enemy. That's kind of wild. Were people using that when Spark was crazy? It's like the third one of these Trophinas I've gotten. 44, 64.
I shall record your travel.
Have you found more what?
This is 2 robes with giant health rolls. I'm also hunting for a new spear for my ritualist, because I can't do the accuracy thing.
On with the work.
Also got way too much bullshit. Alright.
You're mine.
Clean skin wet. Does my family disgust you?
Dude, this is the gnarliest start to a fight. It like squeezes the pus out of her nip. It's disgusting. Yeah, so for bosses, you can use your other abilities, but we basically have this one button spear dumpster where all we're trying to do is just dodge everything and hold down this button, and she's just gonna get fucking chunked. Ow, see, you want to dodge that giant fucking boulder. So that's a situation where you're gonna have to reset your Rhoa. But in general, you just don't want to get hit at all. And you totally can not get hit at all. Doing a terrible job showcasing the Rhoa class gameplay here. Okay, okay. Now we don't get hit once we're on it. And you just hold this button up. And then when ads come, you can like lightning spear quick, you know? But otherwise... And like you can, if you haven't freezed her yet, you can go for like the first freeze. That's actually probably save the freeze for when you need to get back on your Rhoa. Use some ice senses and get your first freeze through and get back on your Rhoa. That's the way to do it. And like that.
Speak. You need to create.
Yo, it's so hard to find good spirit rolls now. I feel like the spirit rolls are so low on all the scepters.
Find more breach remnants for my research.
I gotta do a big sort here pretty soon. I've been putting that off too. Alright, I'm trying to make my way over to this decay. Actually, I should probably just hit this tower while I'm here, right? Probably. What are the odds this one gets harder? If I burn some exaltants on it. I like lagging. I hope that's not stream going through the stream. What the hell was I just doing? Get 6 slot this baby. Okay, enfeeble, evasive, 40% extra damage is cold. Not too bad. We should be literally critting like almost all of our lightning spears, because we are at 15 and 44. Yeah, so 59% crit chance close up, 85% crit chance, or sorry, that's far away, 85% crit chance 2 meters or closer. So when we're right next to stuff, it should basically always be critting. With lightning spear at least.
Locks on my side.
I've been running the lockbox Atlas Trooping. That's where I got literally the only reason I did that is to maybe get Greater Jeweler's Orbs, and I got a Greater Jeweler's Orbs from a lockbox yesterday. It was on my ritual, it's not this guy. I just started binging after yesterday. Too much loot, man. I I need to set up somewhere to just like dump all my loot
Yes.
in between runs, and I can just like sort through it later. I kind of hate like pausing every time I
Yes.
come out like this to consider what's good. That thing could be not bad with that accuracy roll for my other, or for this guy.
Until next time.
Every once in a while, the Rhoa will like bug out where you have to get off and then get back on. It'll think you're not on him when you are. It doesn't happen very often. It usually happens when you try to like move quickly right after you mount him, like I did right there. Ba-da-boom. What is
This
this?
is what I get for freeing you.
Expedition.
And
Oh,
that's
that
that.
scared the shit out of me. I thought I was dead. I still don't know exactly how to rock these. Usually just try to get as many of these chests as I can. These are going to be kind of beefy.
Sure
though.
about that placement?
Like that. Alright. Let's keep it a little sketchy.
Light him up. Your blood runs cold.
I'm gonna always have an escape plan ready on the Rhoa. That's why the rituals are so hard. Because they box you in and you get trapped.
The thrill of the hunt. Now for the reward.
There's just way too much loot on the ground at the end of this though. Bruh. Oh, this is such a cool helmet, this Radiant Grief one. I actually got that already, but this is really cool. Ignites
Hello.
everything around you.
Until next time.
Whatever. These chests are definitely just open, man. I feel like I miss chests sometimes because they look.
Let's fly!
Always looking for new scepters. I'm actually so sad that the quality on scepters doesn't give it more spirit anymore. So what's all that?
You're mine!
No! Bro, what happened? The map's over. All the elites are gone. How do we just die? What the hell? Alright. Well, we finished it. That's a rip. Dude, it's so painful. Oh my god, I'm back like an hour at least. Fuck.
Yes.
Damn it. Things actually pretty good. Let my guard down. That's the lesson there.
Yes.
We need to create a collect more otherworldly remnants.
Alright, what should we boost this with? Okay, we'll do irradiated, we'll do bosses, and we'll do probably I just don't have that much of the good ones yet. I only have one breach one. Like this one. Experience and shrines, and then probably just like an expedition one. got a really juiced area up here. I'm gonna have to make my way through soon. I want to try to finish my Atlas map shit. That's why I was going this way. Kind of sad I just died though, because I was like getting close to leveling, I think. That was the juice. That was the full 6 modifiers on the map there. Alright, I got like an hour, so I'll just try to make my way over here and see how close I am. I got this new portal effect from the, it's really cool, this Djinn portal, water Djinn portal. But, it like takes an extra second to load, I feel like. Like whenever I portal, or mostly when I open maps like that, it takes like an extra second.
Straight through the arm. Take this.
Fury Thirst always bleeds.
Shake off the dust and let's fight.
Stink face. Stink face got roasted. And filth chew. These guys' names. Shit cracks me up.
Freeze.
Yeah, dude, this fucking
Take this.
5-socketed lightning spear is going off, man. That pinpoint critical is what we were missing. Just been waiting for the 4 slot for so long. Been wanting to try that. I've tried it with 3, but you literally need Volt, and the accuracy adds so much base crit. But I felt like I needed those for the first 3. Also, our crit dam wasn't high enough until like now. I feel like to run that. So you see my stun bar? It's like a little over half. That's like all the damage I've taken since we got into this map so far. Because we have 45% chance to block, we have 70% chance to evade, so... Most of what we're getting hit by is like AoE ground effects. Which is why my lack of chaos resistance ends up fucking me sometimes. Which, that literally what happened at the end of the last map, right? Is I stood in a chaos ball, and I only have 25, or like a chaos trap or whatever it was. And I only have 25. Alright, here's my question. Why the hell do so many lessers keep dropping, dude? We're level 90, almost 91. We've been clearing tier 15 maps in endgame for like over 10 levels. And we've still only seen 3 greater jeweler's orbs. I have over 40 of these guys. Like, I don't need more lesser 3 sockets. Like, it's crazy that lessers keep dropping at this point in the game. Like, these need to be graders, and the perfects need to be like how rare the graders are, maybe. It's just insane how the whole point of this game is socketing my skills in a cool build. And the fact that you can't even get access to the second half of that until the very, very end of late game, and you have to farm your ass off to even touch it. And the odds that you get 1 to 5 in solo self-found are like, it's just dumb. IMO. Those need to be, the drop rates on those need to be way higher. It's like the only thing I'm missing really in my build, and I'm missing a lot of them. Like everything else is sort of online. My skill sockets are just fucked. Like everything's still on 3. The only thing that's on 5 before today was my, you know, inherent spear skills. Now we finally have lightning spear on 5. The only other thing that's 4 is glacial ints. It's like, come on, bro.
The hunt is on.
That's with a level like 79 ritualist too, by the way. Level 90 Amazon, level almost 80 ritualist. We have, for the entire season, we have fucking 1 perfect and 3 graders. And our 3rd grader just dropped yesterday after like a month of no graders, which is why I basically stopped playing for a little bit. You don't really feel it in trade like League. Like if you are able to use the currency exchange for Alva, you can just trade up to the graders and it's not as big of a deal. But in SSF, dude, the jeweler's orbs are so like bottlenecking. It's really bad. Hope they fix it. What happened? I just got frozen in place. Oh, dude, I literally can't move. What is going on?
Cold cuts deepest.
Is this a is this like a box debuff? I can't move my character. What's happening? Dude, what is going on? There we go. That was so weird. I just couldn't move. I didn't even click the box.
Time to rip the rewards.
Speak. Have you found more?
I mean, the loot, I will say the loot on average is better since they made the changes, like, just what's dropping in general, but I think they need to touch the socket currency, like, independently.
Find more reach remnants for my research.
Lightning strikes twice. Bring it on.
Nice. This is where I died last map. I just finished it and then I just zoned into some chaos puddle. That'd be so funny if I like died at this guy's long. Nah, Alright, what's next? I think I'm just gonna jump over here and crush into it right away. Instead of trying to farm the nodes.
Go on. What can I do for you?
That's big fire damage. That's big resist too. Those are pretty good. What the fuck? Yo. This thing's not bad. Oblivion Edge. I actually got some pretty good loot out of those last couple.
Worthy remnants.
Some shit worth keeping. I think this might be an upgrade for my ritualist, maybe. Alright, this will just go with this one we just got, Iron Determination. Let's see, rarity, pack size, evasive. Fuck it.
Let's fly!
Also, I don't like the way in corrupted maps how guys pop up after the fact. Just I don't know. Yeah, see how I got kind of like pinched there? That's like that's pretty much the main reason you want to dodge. And if he's gonna live, you can kind of, you know, command him off to the side and find a safe spot to get back on him. But
Cold cut steepest.
it's basically when you get trapped, you want to dodge him. And I honestly think I think fighting rituals might even be better, just like starting on the map to even. Maybe we'll have time to go ritual map. Not sure. Also, if you have good Rhoahans down, that's a good time to dip in and proc them, because if they're up a couple phases, they can actually do big damage if they're in their big form. Trying to play a bunch of different builds with this guy, so that's why I'm grabbing everything. We are pumping now, baby. Let's go.
Yes. You found more what
Another one of these. Nice. Ooh, that's way higher on the increased damage though than what I have, I think. I'm getting some pretty decent shit, man. Dude! It's a pretty good necklace. 40% evasion rating, 132 mana, 12 all resist, 19 fire, 27
buy more reach remnants for
regen.
my research.
Shit, son. Oh, could be kind of nice. This bow could also be kind of nice. These non-physical bows, the fanatic bows or whatever, the cultist bows. See, this one would give me that cold balls. This accuracy would give me physical on it, but it's probably still not enough elemental to make a difference. But I kind of want to keep it to try it. This is why my shit's so full. Because I'm always wanting to try stuff. Whatever.
Stretch through the arc. Take this. Now play hunger.
Proximal tangibility is also a bit annoying on the Rhoa. It's not too bad, but I missed a guy.
A tempest rises.
Stuff just literally vanishes when the crits come through. It's crazy. Where's this last guy? over here.
Your blood runs cold.
Cool.
What is it? Have you found more?
Ooh, that's big. I need this for my other guys rocking a scepter. I'm looking for a big offhand scepter. Or big spirit. Rattling scepter, that's the one, maybe. I don't know how I feel about the stuff coming from these guys as corrupted. It's kind of cool. Like if this had another, but it's always missing rolls and sockets and stuff, so it's also not cool. Because even if the corruption was good, it's likely that whatever you could do to improve the item would make it better than whatever you got from the corruption. So I feel like if stuff is gonna drop corrupted,
On with the work.
it should be like fully rolled, you know? Especially if some legendary end game wanderer is carrying it. Like, what are they called? Rogue Exiles. This spear could be big, or the scepter. I need that to be big. Okay. The grotto. We didn't miss anything here, did we? Yo, what's up? Do I have any spare time for level 3 skill gem? Oh, you mean like to trade it? I am on solo self-found, so I don't think I can, homie. I do have some extras. I don't think I could. I haven't actually tried, but I don't think I could trade on solo self-found league. Can I?
Straight through the air. No rest for the wicked, eh? You're
not
as
hitting
good
this
as dead. And that's that.
No. That's the Rhoa getting stuck and bugging out right there, because I thought the game, like, I was like client side I was out of there, and then server side I wasn't, and then so it like freaks out. This is where that's where you don't want to be on the Rhoahan. Is getting trapped like that. This is why tight quarters are a little sketchy sometimes. But you just gotta kill stuff before you get trapped. Is the idea. And honestly, once you have this lightning spear lined up, like if you have a fully, if you throw the first one of these and you have the 5 chambered, like that should basically delete anything. So you basically just want to always be making sure you have your these guys spectral volley lightning arrows charged, because then they'll do that.
Your blood runs cold. Bring it on.
Let's see. Can't be evaded. No flash charges. Lightning resist. Extra fire.
Hello there.
Let's just try it. Whatever.
I wonder what you'll unearth.
Something like that.
Light him up.
Seems like the main thing with expeditions is these guys do this like. So you guys see that they have the tag runic. They do this like runic like ground explosion. It's like the main thing I've died to in these. So it seems like as long as you kind of just run away, especially when the initial burst happens on the Rhoahan, you're like completely fine. Just blast. I would say of the like extra content, I think expeditions are probably the easiest for sure. Especially because you can kind of scale them a little bit to your own, you know, you don't have to go crazy on them if you don't want to. Shayaba. Not deceived by the treachery of men. Always hits. That's pretty cool.
I like it here.
What is it? Hello.
That's pretty good, actually.
Time is not on our side.
Dude, there's something real to streamers' luck, because I swear, like, turn this stream on and I'm getting, like, more useful shit than I've seen in a minute.
What can I do for you? I'll be here, waiting.
I need to... go through all that.
Straight through the app.
I think we're back to where we started the stream. XP wise, let's go. I don't know why I'm running in like that. I might be fucked here. There we go. So you can definitely still fight. You can fight with that. You could run the whole build without the Rhoa, honestly. But the Rhoa just lets you basically never get hit if you're trying to. There's like a little. It's a little more risky because you can get knocked off, but with the threshold we're building and our health pool, like you can see, I haven't this whole stream I haven't gotten actually knocked off of it yet, where I eat the heavy stun, right? So once you kind of build into it with a little bit of stun threshold and you're aware of how it works, like you can pretty much never get knocked off if you're trying to.
I'll take that.
Might try something besides the.
Cold cut steepest.
I'm gonna try right now. Actually. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try this move penalty one instead of momentum. Cause look at how much it's gonna add to the. So basically, this one adds should be adding 40% to the last half of the volley. This one should add 20% to both sides of the volley. So we can see like this one doesn't change the number because it's only showing, it's not showing it factored in, but this does show it factored in. And it's 20% is a big jump, so I just want to see how this feels. Because it'll make this first part of the spear significantly stronger. And I just feel like for the second half of the spear, we're like overkilling stuff anyways, I guess is my logic. Yeah. So we don't need an extra 40% on the back end. If 20% is going to do it anyways, then we could just take the 20% on the front end too. They're probably pretty comparable, like overall DPS, but just like where I'm at right now. This might be a little better. The other thing that would let me do is if I do get knocked off my Rhoa, the only thing I go slow for is Lightning Spear, and I could still, because it's pretty annoying going hella slow throwing these when I need to. Wait, what's happening?
Fortune favors the bold. Now we're talking.
Yes?
Bronze beard. I don't think I've seen this one ever. Reduce movement speed. Don't like that. Oh, reduced elemental ailments. I can't wear it. Oh wait, yeah, I can. Have my skin. Wait. That looks hilarious. It's a literal bronze beard. That's cool. Damn it. But I can't put my helm back on because I don't have enough int. F, bro. This is a tragedy. Dude, it's giving me too much intellect. I can't reach. There we go. Okay, okay. Okay.
What can I do for you? Collect more otherworldly remnants.
+2 all attributes.
What
What
can
a,
I do for you?
what a low ball
Be
roll.
here, waiting.
Oh, I gotta check out all this though, because it's all scepters and shit. I need all this stuff for my caster life.
I speak. You need to create it. I'll be here, waiting.
Yo, that's a staff. Let's go. 138%. Oh, it's physical. Fuck. Damn. Still, the stuff's not bad,
Yes.
honestly. It's definitely, I mean, whatever they did to the loot definitely helped somewhat. Mm.
I'll be here, waiting.
Alright. We are at the Nexus. I think we just blast the Nexus, because I really want the Atlas points. Oh, I forgot I need mods on here. This doesn't have 4? Oh. That's a pretty good one. Quantity, rarity, pack size, move, attack, cast speed for monsters with the energy shield. Oh, delirium. Let's go. All right.
You destroy that which you
Actually,
cannot
really
control.
I wish they were. See how if I didn't have my lightning spear charged up right there, I was about to get swarmed and killed. That's what I mean about like preloading the spears. Is when you know you're about to get swarmed, like beginning of this, or like a breach, or like a ritual. I'll be getting them spears out, baby. No, I'm gonna get blown up on. That's fun. Just like waiting for my row to come back, and then I'm gonna peel him back, and then I'm gonna get on him. That really slowed me down though. Not ideal. Like, dude, tier 15 map, like, juice, lesser jeweler's orb, fuck off, man. Like, I don't need lesser jeweler. I was getting lesser jeweler orbs at level 30, bro. I'm level 90 at the end of the game. I need the 4 socket ones, and then the 5th socket ones. I don't need a 50th 3 socket one, bro. Fuck. I didn't want to dodge off there, but... No! Keep it going, man. Damn, we definitely could have gone higher there. I got dodged off a few times. The other cool thing about guys with mana drain is for our single target spear, we don't need any mana, so you just eat the mana drain and hold it in their face and just murder them. That could have been a lot better. Oh, I missed the strongbox over here.
Your blood runs cold.
Dude, where's the last guy? Is that him? Yeah. So much shit. Okay.
What is it?
You need to create the
Ooh, 50 spirit necklace. Let's fucking go. Nice. Double extra damage. That's 229s with a... Damn, that's a good wand, bro. Look at those prefixes. 2 gain 29% of fire and lightning, and then a 62% spell roll. Fuck yeah. Oh! What is that accuracy roll? It's a tier 6 with the physical, plus a tier 9, giving it 683 accuracy. Holy fuck. That is going to be so good on Amazon. We're going to be getting 700 accuracy, basically. 10% 70. 20% 140. Plus 35. Be getting 175 physical from this accuracy as an Amazon. That's fucking insane, actually. What the hell? Crazy. I'm gonna keep streaming so I can keep finding good loot, because it's been sparse when I haven't been streaming. Maybe this is the key I've been missing this whole time. I just need to be live for it. Really good wand. Could probably stop looting skill jumps at this point, honestly. But it's like one of those habit things. Oh, 91! It's been so long. We leveled up. Let's go. Let's fucking go. I think I'm getting trapped more often than normal because of when the extra guys spawn from the corruption. I'm getting like kind of trapped, so I'm not paying attention to it. Yo, we finally get struck through. Been waiting. It's been edging us for this whole time. This whole level. Let's see how much this actually does here. Okay, so our lightning sphere is at 15% crit chance, but actually with our accuracy it's 59% crit chance far away and 85% crit chance close up. And our bonus is 162 because this brings it down by like 80% right now. The pinpoint, but let's see what this does. And our DPS says 7784 for reference. $7784 up to 7987. Base crit chance up exactly 1%, so it is just the bottom. I don't know, with how high we're scaling it off the accuracy, that's actually not that insane for us. Actually, no, we went from 14.8 to 16. Okay, so it's more like 2, maybe it is worth more like 2%. Man, at this point, do we just go for some... Because we're not going for any chance right now. The only hit chance we're going for, critical hit, is right here. And I was even in attack, and I switched it. But I think now that we have pinpoint in here and we're scaling so hard into the crit, I think next two we might even go hard stopping and add the chance, just even higher base chance on top of what's already there. Our freaking point blank, we might have like 100% crit chance with Lightning Spear eventually, honestly. Because we're at, now we'd be at 17 plus 70, so we're at 87% crit chance point blank with Lightning Spear. You see it right there.
Straight through the eye. Mine.
Wait, isn't this the Nexus? Where's the boss guy?
Yes.
What can I do for
Dude, getting some nice stuff. I kind of want to do a Thorns build at some point. Seems like with the Caltrops you could do some cool Thorn shit. Damn.
I'll be here, waiting. Hello.
Yes. Go. See more. Beware those altars.
Where does this last guy be? Oh, way up there. Way up there.
Heart of the storm. Take this.
No, 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 I got heavy stunned off it. I'm fucked. I'm fucking dead. No. Alright, that's the lesson of what it looks like when you get heavy stunned. It should have never happened though, because I should have seen my bar before that fight and just got off and got back on real quick. Luckily we just leveled, thank god. But yeah, that's what it looks like when you get heavy stunned. Don't do that. You can basically not do that ever if you're paying attention. But if you stop paying attention, like I just did, it can actually be pretty easy to just walk into it like that. So that's like the, you know, the one big downside of this build is that happening, but as long as
Lightning
you're
strikes twice.
kind of cognizant of it, it should never happen. But you can see it's brutal, right? Even with ours is even going 30% faster with the stun recovery, and it doesn't matter. Like almost, if there are mobs around and you get caught in that stun, you're just toast. Like I was spamming health pot there just as fast as I possibly could, and it's not going to be enough most of the time. You're just going to be dead skied. Spear hunting, as always. See, I'm pretty satisfied with this guy's spear with the accuracy, but I need a non-accuracy one for my rituals, because rituals don't have the same ascendancy thing with accuracy, so I need a whole different spear.
Come on.
That's what we do to proximal tangibility, baby. Just poke it. See how much damage I took from the chaos on the ground right there? It was like more than all my barrier plus like half my health. That's like, if you can find a way to cover more chaos resist, it'll help a lot too. Alright, one more guy and we're out of here. I know I'm looting a lot. Getting a lot of good shit though.
Speak.
Have you found more? Until next time.
Yes. The nameless
Just fishing.
ever closer.
Fishing for a new spear. Spear fishing.
Cold cuts deepest.
The Skidamine. We do circles around him while we hold one button. And he's fucked. Oh, I forgot to put my gangster hat back on. That's probably what I did.
Rayclast heals one piece at a time.
Because I was getting the lesser books. All the ones I've gotten up to this point have been 2 skill points. Pretty sure. Let me correct this mistake here. I got this out of one of those Dawn of the Hunt boxes too. Shit is rad.
Ought to come in handy.
Nice, okay. Oh. Let's go. Okay. I'm gonna finish my strongbox adventure up here. Shrines additional effect, strongboxes, 15% chance to open twice with 20% chance here. And we have the ornate going for item rarity. So we're just like strongbox out of our minds down here. And then I have the basics up here for waystones with treasure cove, local knowledge, and this. And then I was literally just scrapping for some rarity down here to try to get a jeweler's orb. Probably do something like this for now. This will just save me some resources so I don't have to regal them myself. I think like that. And then I have all the rarity nodes too right here. I feel pretty good about that. Let's get out of here.
Why are you wasting time here? Continue clearing corruption. I have had time to increase the capabilities of the machine. We have a few choices to make.
A few choices to make. Like what, man?
Time is of the essence.
It's our copper citadel we just found. Probably making my way up there tomorrow. We just did this. This is a pretty good area. Why is it clicking stuff? Anyways, I'm just gonna recycle that. Oops.
What is it?
What can I do? On with the war.
Boom. All right, homies. I gotta, yeah, I have like 10, 15 minutes, but probably should call it there here. And that's the rider of Rhoahan. I think I'm gonna just basically try to start streaming like when I'm playing this guy for the most part, so. Hopefully I'll see you guys around. Hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you later. GG's. Peace out.